Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here again with MGS Coaching Football. I want to thank my subscribers and those who haven't yet. I really hope you do. I just completed my 38th year coaching. I was a defensive coordinator, but over that time, I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, longtime head coach, and all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. What I'd like to talk to you about in this presentation is what we call in our 3-4 package sniper games, okay, versus zone or power read as well as RPO. And this is an introduction to what our sniper games concept is all about. Okay, so before I get into the key terms over here and then show you a couple of examples of what a sniper game is, offenses over the last, let's just say, 10 years have really put it to the defense in the sense that pressure with their zone read, up tempo, power read, and now adding the P to make it an RPO, right? Putting defensive coaches literally on the defensive. So what the sniper game package is all about is to try and do the opposite, meaning have the defense put the pressure back on the offense. Okay? And what we're trying to do in our sniper game package is we're trying to take away some of the uncertainty on our side of the football and putting it back on the offensive side of the football. Okay? Where honestly, as a defensive coach, where I think it belongs. And if I were a head coach, I could spin it both ways. And if I was still an offensive coordinator, I'd be talking about the RPO side of this. But let's talk about how, as a defensive coach, we want to take at least part of the read part of the RPO, whether it's zone read, power read, or both, with a pass option off of it, hence RPO, right? How we can take away some of the luster from the offense, okay, and give us a bit of an advantage on the defensive side, okay? So with that, let's talk about the key terms. All right, well, first key term is sniper game. Literally, we take aim at the quarterback's read. Okay, that's where the sniper comes from. We take an aim at the quarterback's read, not the quarterback himself, the quarterback's read. Okay, RPO, it starts off with the run. Okay, so we want to take aim at that read, and sometimes we can also take aim at the P, the pass read. So we do have sniper games that take aim at both the run read and the pass read. Okay, I'm not going to get into that as far as an explanation or a diagram today, but this is the introduction, okay? And so this is very important. Letter A, it involves the defensive line and an inside linebacker minimum, or it can also involve an outside linebacker, okay? And the other key part of this is not a blitz. Okay, these sniper games are designed to take aim at the quarterback's read. Okay, run, pass, or both. But it's doing so without it being a blitz. That's very important to know. So number two then, what is the purpose of the sniper games? We're trying to determine the read for the quarterback. That's where we're taking away some of the luster or the shine. Okay? By determining the read for the quarterback, we're taking away what they think is their advantage, right? Putting us in space and making us react. No. In our sniper game system and package, we determine the read for the quarterback, okay? The second part of it is we can also mix up who the quarterback defenders are. Zone read, power read, it's the 21st century version of the old triple option, right? The pitch is now out on the perimeter, the P portion of it, right? The dive and the quarterback option of it is more or less the same. Now it's just out of the shotgun. And the pitch option is the pass, okay? Well, you got to be able to mix up who those quarterback defenders are. We can. You also, letter C here, have to have multiple quarterback defenders, all right? I mean, unless it's a kid isn't a real threat to run with the football, then the chances are you're not going to see a lot of zone read, right? Maybe the power read, and they keep the quarterback in the A gap. But by and large, if it's a quarterback who's a decent to a really good runner, then you got to be able to have multiple quarterback defenders. We can do that. You also have to be able to sell out on the dive or the inside part of the read. You got to have that ability, again, without blitzing. And that's what our sniper game package is designed to do, right? Take aim at the quarterback's reads. And then number 3, right? This is RPO. You got to have coverage versatility. So for us, that means letter A, we got to be able to play our base match quarters. And when I say that, I mean behind a sniper game. Okay? Then you also have to be able to play RPO coverages, of which we have. If you're a non-subscriber, push the button and you have access to my RPO coverage playlist, as well as our match quarters play. You have access to everything, right? It doesn't cost anything. And then number 4, this is best versus an offset halfback, although it does not have to be. It could be a pistol. But we use this almost exclusively, with some notable exceptions based on, outstanding tendencies. We use this versus an offset halfback. Okay? So what I like to do now is I'm going to show you 2 examples of one of our sniper games. Okay? And I'm going to illustrate the sniper game itself with the black, and then in the red, anything from the offense, so what the quarterback's read is and how we took aim at that read and determined that read for the quarterback. So those 2 things I have underlined in red. This is, if I had to boil it down for you, what a sniper game is, take aim at the quarterback's read and determine the read for the quarterback. Again, without blitzing. That's big. Okay, so the first one that we have that I'm going to show you is 50 Bison. I'm not putting a coverage with it. I'm not talking anything about coverage. I'm just simply going to show you the sniper game that we call Bison. Okay, so B, that means we're moving to the back. Hint, there's always something with the name. So that means this is 3 defensive linemen and 1 inside linebacker are involved in this particular sniper game. Okay? So the defensive end, opposite, east, 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 east. Okay? Whenever the halfback is offset to our right, as we look at it, that's east, right? Right coast, east coast. And east equals Ringo. And that's just for our defensive linemen. So defensive end away from the call, slants B. Okay, defensive nose to the call, slants A to the call, to the back, B, Bison. Defensive end on the side of the call, slants C, but executes what we call shuffle technique. Okay, he is a quarterback defender. Okay, so that, if they're running zone read, so that's the read, well, that's determining for the quarterback, we're taking aim at that read, that's a give, right? That's a give. Even if this were a power read, so now he's reading over here, okay? By having that slant coming in, there's a pretty good chance he's reading there that's going to be a keep. Either way, we're not making it easy for the quarterback, right? We're taking aim at that read. So this whole scheme, this defensive end would be for the power read. This defensive end would be for the zone read. We've determined his read for him. We've taken aim at that read, right? He's sitting there. That would be give it. He's coming hard. Not sure what their rules would be, but it would be definitive. Either give it to him or keep it. I think it would be a give it to the back because he's running in full speed in a lateral direction. But we're taking aim at it. and we're determining it for the quarterback. You see how this works? The static, all I'm going to tell you now, because I'm going to make you have to watch, and non-subscribers, push that button. Static means he's reading the mesh. So he's available if the quarterback still has it to play quarterback. He's available, play quarterback, right? Remember all the things we talked about over here. Mix up who the quarterback defenders are, be able to have multiple quarterbacks. Biggest thing is take aim at the read, determine the read. I'm showing you how we did that. So the next one is what we call Okie. And he's still going to be static. See, that's an automatic. I don't mind telling you that. All right, so you see Okie, O, that means your defensive line is going to be moving opposite, and it's going to involve the outside linebacker. Oh. Okay, so it's going to be 3 DL, 1 inside linebacker, 1 outside linebacker. Right? Remember what I talked about? Who's involved in this up here, right? D-line, inside, or outside linebacker. So now when we call Okie, he's the only one working into the back. And that's because of the power read, so it's the same, right? So nose slants A away, defensive end call side sticks A. Okay? And now in the snap of the football, the outside linebacker is what we said, shimmies hard, comes down, closes down. He's the quarterback. He's doing what the defensive end did in Bison, right? Showing himself, shuffle. He's the quarterback. He's shimmying down, showing himself. He's the quarterback. See how we just changed up? Multiple quarterback defenders. He's still static. So now in the zone read, again, we've taken aim at that read, right? Because that would be a keep. But now he shows up, right? We're the sniper game. We're trying to put the indecision now into the offensive side, the quarterback's mind. So now on this one, the read disappeared, so he thinks about keeping it, and then the outside linebacker shows up. Indecision. That's what the sniper game's all about. And then even if it were the power read, again, I think you took aim and determined the read for him. He's got to give it to the back now. Okay, but this is the point of our sniper game package. Take aim at the quarterback read without blitzing, determine the reads for the quarterback, be able to mix up who the quarterback defenders are, have multiple quarterback defenders, and then if you're already a subscriber, you're going to love all the different options that we have, and if you're a non-subscriber, I really hope I've teased you into subscribing. So, again, I thank subscribers, non-subscribers, hope you do. To everyone, please reach out to me at coachjsullivan@gmail.com. It's happening more and more. I'm learning football. People on the other side of the screen are learning football. Just ask me questions via email because you're in the middle of spring season football or whatever the case might be. But this is also the time for me to thank you two for giving us this platform. So let's take advantage of it.